Juan, I'm going to get a little bit petty here. You're one of the few who's had a chance to see both Myles, Garrett, and TJ Watt.
Oh, no.
Man. Walked the whole parade 2 weeks off an ACL surgery. So that should tell you how much fun I had. I wanted to say some wild stuff because we were struggling. Wasn't winning. I'm pissed off every single day, and I just wanted to, go off.
Support for this show comes from Starbucks. It's finally here. No, I'm not talking about fantasy football. 4 words: Starbucks pumpkin spice lattes. Embrace fall with this seasonal classic pumpkin spice latte. Handcrafted with Starbucks signature espresso, steamed milk, and real pumpkin. Then topped with whipped cream, cinnamon, and nutmeg. Starbucks pumpkin spice latte. Get it while it's hot or iced. What up, everybody? It's me, Cam Heyward, Hayden Walsh, and welcome back to another episode of Not Just Football. And we are coming off the bye. We had time to recover, time to rest, time to get going. Hayden, you ready?
Yeah, how was your bye week? Did you actually get to rest, or can you tell us what you did a little bit?
Hung around the house.
Nice.
Got to see the kids play some sports. But watched a little football too. Watched some NFL football, watched some college football, watched UCLA beat Penn State. Everybody talked about Neuheisel's son, Hair, but man, he called a pretty good game. And I just thought it was really cool to see the strategy behind the safety late. I thought that was pretty smart, but it was an epic collapse by Penn State.
Yeah, it was weird. Penn State didn't know that was going to happen. Gary Danielson, or I think it was Gary Danielson doing the game, was like, I wonder if UCLA is going to try to waste some time around the clock. If you watch that play, Penn State doesn't even go after the punter. They let him sit back there for 3 to 5 seconds. Just an absolute failure by Penn State coming off that loss to Oregon. Happy for Neuheisel, though. That was pretty cool. His dad was in the studio watching the game, and you could tell his dad had to put on his dad hat there, and any, non-bias that he had gone out the window. He was rooting for UCLA, but really cool to watch. And man, I know he played in college football, but that makes you feel old that Rick Neuheisel's kid is the offensive coordinator at UCLA getting carried off the field after beating Penn State.
I also think the funniest thing, it was after the game and they're talking to the quarterback of UCLA, Nico Amalivia.
Close enough.
I'm not sure exact name. I'm sorry if I butchered it.
I'm not going to give you that. Yeah.
But the coaches had just left, and the reporter's actually, she's like, "So what did you tell everybody about? How did you feel after the coaches left?" And he was like, "Y'all can leave if you want to." And I was like, well, didn't you just leave? And it kind of just messed me up because I was just thinking, I was like, man, this dude has been leaving all over the place for some NIL. And then, he's asking guys to leave too. So it was pretty funny, but he balled. He had a hell of a game. He was running like Colin Kaepernick back in the day, long strides. But congrats to UCLA.
Yeah, I think he was one of the guys that everybody assumed would enter the portal when their coach left. So it was kind of funny hearing that from him. But, I mean, if you go to the Penn State side, I really think this probably really hurts their playoff chances. They still have to play Ohio State and Indiana. And it's just, that's a terrible loss, Cam. That's an 0-4 team. I think they were like a 25-point favorite in that game. That's a really bad loss for James Franklin. And, man, it's the Drew Aller man, I know everybody thinks he's a first-round quarterback. I just don't see it, and I haven't seen it. I know he's a big, strong kid with a good arm, but it just seems like in the biggest games he does not play well.
Hayden, what do you see in Drew Aller?
A guy who's overhyped because of his size and his arm strength. Like I said, I've seen him play Michigan, Ohio State, Oregon, and anytime he plays a good team, and even when he plays a bad team like UCLA, I just don't see it, man. What do you see in Drew Aller?
I haven't watched enough to really judge. So
you said you watched the UCLA game Saturday.
I've watched one game, and I'm going to make an opinion on him. I watched him in that game and the Ohio State game. That's not enough to judge a guy off of.
Are you impressed with what you've seen?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you for being honest about that. Did you watch anything else this weekend? How about the Browns-Vikings? Did you watch that game?
I watched that, but before I got to that, I watched the Florida Texas game as well.
Wow.
Oh, man. It's really rough to watch some of these teams in their 2-minute drives because there's just no cohesiveness. There's no understanding of the clock, and it just feels like it's a big rush for teams to, botch a 2-minute drive.
Yeah, I mean, but I will say you saw some of that in the Monday night game. Trevor Lawrence is running a 2-minute drill, gets a delay of the game in there, and it's like, how is that possible? You're supposed to be going fast, right? I mean, I'd imagine, what is it? Just complete chaos is going on, and they lose track of the clock, and that's what it is. Or I mean, in Arch's defense too, and you go back to that Florida game, dude, he was under pressure all day, and Florida has a very good defense. And I saw Steve Sarkisian's comments after the game where he's talking about how hard of a place that is to play. South Florida went in there and won 3 weeks ago, so. Very strange to see Texas and Penn State both struggle as much as they are, because I think they had such high expectations coming into the season. I think both were in the top 5 preseason. So very crazy. And honestly, it kind of tells us, should we just do away with preseason rankings?
Yes, 100%.
But you can't sell TV though like that.
You just sell TV off of good teams. It doesn't need.
But how do we know? There's not a number in front of them. How do you know?
Then everybody pays attention to everything.
No, you need the number. That's why Ohio State and Texas was such a good. It was 1 versus 3 this year.
So do you have that in the NFL?
No, but come on. There's 32 NFL teams. There's 136 or whatever college teams. That's why you got to rank it.
Right. Come on. But I don't think you should have a ranking till later. Like,
but how will game day know where to go? How will game day know where to go? How will Big Noon Kickoff know where to go?
Do your fucking homework.
I mean. Listen, you need to do this for ratings. That's why they do it. But I do think the preseason rankings are stupid, because teams that we were told were supposed to be really good are just not that good this year, or not that good right now. And a lot could change.
I do think, going forward, if we're going to have these rating systems, let's judge the ranking systems. Like, let's look at what they judged each team at the beginning of the year, and then compare it at the end of the year and say, oh, this ranking system was probably more right than this one, instead of us keep going back to the well expecting something different.
So you want to call them out for their bad takes or their bad rankings earlier. It never happens. You're right. The players are the ones who get criticized. No one ever criticizes media members for their takes, things like that. So maybe you should start that. Maybe when you retire, you should create a ranking system that ranks the ranking systems.
Why wait?
Oh, if you want to start it now, I'd love to join whatever we need to do to start that. Let's do it.
Let's create an algorithm.
I'll start looking up old rankings from previous years to preseason rankings. We can probably do that.
Oh, that might be a spicy meatball. And then I also watched a lot of NFL football. For my selfish intentions, I watched the London game of the Minnesota Vikings and the Cleveland Browns. Pretty good game, back and forth. Obviously, Minnesota was on top late, but good battle between good teams. I think Cleveland showed they can run the ball. They're going to rely on their defense a lot. And Minnesota just made a play late. And props to Carson Wentz for staying there. I know he got beat up and was questionable halfway through, but that ball he delivered to Jordan Addison was a beaut.
Yeah, how much do you take away from watching like a game live like that? Like, can you pick up on anything watching the TV broadcast on Dillon, Gabriel, or anybody else on the offense?
There's a little bit, but not much. I think you're looking for schemes. You're looking for technique. I'm not really paying attention to like what the telecast is really saying. I could probably listen to it on mute and get more from that. But no, I thought that was a pretty good game. Dude, did you see that the Minnesota kicker, off the kick, it hit the camera?
I saw that. And I'm is the NFL just ignoring that? Are they just like I saw some people post the video, but I haven't seen the NFL make a statement. You've been on the field. Is that's possible to happen?
That's definitely possible to happen.
That seems like a big issue. So let me ask you this. If refs notice that in real time, will they re-kick that? Or how?
No.
What?
No. It'd be like a bird coming on the field and it flying by and the ball hitting at the exact same time.
It's not like that. A bird is you can't control that. That is a camera that is in the way. That should absolutely be some type of, maybe I'm not saying give them 5 extra yards or anything, but re-kick that. That can't happen, man. I didn't notice it though in real time, to be honest with you. It just looked like a really bad kick. But then looking back on it, I'm like, man, poor Reichard. It's like, what's he supposed to do?
It could have cost
well,
them the game.
it could have. I mean, and I guess
Because they were down 3, or they were down 4, and if they hit that, they would have been down 3. It could have been a difference between going for a touchdown or going for a field goal.
Yeah, just wild. It's weird. I haven't seen the NFL say anything about that, and maybe they're just ignoring it, or I don't know. But that can happen though. Like you cannot have that happening. Imagine what the serial killer Boz would do if he missed a kick because of that.
Boz is probably going to do something crazy anytime he misses a kick.
Anything else from that Browns offense stand out? I thought Judkins looked really good. And obviously they got Njoku in a lot more. What'd you think of Gabriel though, just watching him on TV?
I thought he played very well. I thought he delivered the ball to his tight ends, not just Njoku, but also Fannin. And then I thought Judkins was a difference maker. Always fell forward, and did not have a preseason. He looked every bit as good.
Yeah, I think he's kind of getting himself going, and like he had crazy burst. I mean, when he got the ball in his hands, you could really see like that guy's explosive. Definitely a guy. Obviously, you always say stop the run, but I feel like against a rookie quarterback with that talented of a running back too, it's even more important this weekend to stop the run, right?
Very true. You have 2 good guards in Bitonio and Teller. I know they've dealt with some injuries outside on their tackles, but a best friend to an offensive line is a good running game. So if we're going to have a chance to win this game, it's about stopping this run.
When playing a rookie quarterback, is there anything you guys do differently? Do you guys try to throw maybe more at him, or do you keep it simple? Like what do you try to do when you play a rookie quarterback?
Put him in advantageous situations for us. Second and long, third and long. The more times a quarterback can feel that it's manageable, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4, the more he feels like, the playbook is still open to him. He needs to feel that it's not just a quick 3-step drop. We have to get them in some situations where they can't rely on a screen. There's a multitude of things. But then on the flip side, the offense has got to score touchdowns. It can't just be field goals. And you really got to stress getting up on a team like that.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think, and offensively, hopefully they use that big offensive line, whatever that package was again, because obviously we know Myles, Garrett, and that defense is very good. What do you want to see the offense do this weekend? Maybe build off the run game, get the ball to DK. What do you think they need to do to win?
Build off a run game and then sustain drives. I think the last time we played them, there was a big deficit in not sustaining drives. The quickest way to make a defensive tired is being on the field as an offense. And so as a defense, you want to get off quick. In an offense, you want to finish with touchdowns, but have those 10-minute drives, back to back.
Yeah, I would love a nice 10-minute drive. That's got to be music to your ears. I do want to know, when playing against a rookie quarterback, offensive lineman, or that, do you tend to talk a little bit more, or do you kind of just play out the game, how much they're talking to you? Do you try to amp it up knowing this is maybe his second start?
No, I try to stay, pretty even keel. There's too much more other things I should be worried about. Down and distance, what an offensive lineman is trying to do. Play recognition. These are all things I'm thinking about before the play's even snapped. And then as the game keeps going, you just kind of just stay with that. But, I never shy away from talking a little trash too.
Derek Harmon give you any tips on him? I know they were college teammates. Do you say anything about him?
No tips. I saw Derek say he's a hell of a player. It was only a matter of time. So Cleveland must be feeling good. They traded away Joe Flacco. There wasn't.
You'll see him
there, so
you could be seeing him very soon. By the way,
you could be seeing him 4 days after.
In 10 days, you could be seeing Joe Flacco.
After that game. So we gotta win. We gotta worry about this Cleveland game, and then we'll see what happens after that.
What do you make of that Flacco trade? I thought it was interesting in-division trade. Obviously, I think Cincinnati needs him. Browning has kind of struggled, and they have 2 great wide receivers there, and I think Chase Brown will be more effective with a good quarterback. Weird, though, to see Flacco go from Browns to Bengals.
You never picture, teams in the same division really trading. I think we've done it one time with Baltimore, got Chris Wormley. Shout out Chris Wormley. But, most teams don't really do that. But I think from Cincinnati's standpoint, you've had so much time to look at what Joe Flacco has done. There's a good, book there on what Joe Flacco can bring to the group, and it's not starting from square one or expecting anything differently. And then on the Cleveland side, you're like, shoot, I get some picks out of this. This guy probably wasn't going to play again for us. So, I think it's a win-win on both sides.
Yeah, it makes it feels like it's Dillon Gabriel's job right now, but it's that quarterback room there is kind of crazy. It's Gabriel, Shador, and then I don't know where Deshaun Watson is at in his injury, but that's a young quarterback room. I don't know if there's another vet there, but is Huntley still there?
Huntley's gone. Huntley is in Baltimore again.
Is he back in Baltimore? Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, man, so you could be seeing him soon. Joe Flacco's going to have to sign with the Steelers now, right? Just to create he's played for every team in the division.
Joe Flacco is on a mission to collect every Infinity Stone. And I think the only one he's missing is with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't know if that's possible right now. I think
not now, but maybe the offseason he just signs it for a day. Guys will sign with the team that just retire, and then he can go sign back with Baltimore, or whoever he wants to retire with. But
we'll see.
Yeah. We'll see. All right, well, stop the run this weekend and get after the rookie quarterback. That's what we want to see you do.
We shall. Hayden, is there anything you're looking forward to this upcoming week in football or college football as well?
Well, I will say I'm happy you guys are back playing again. I know it was a week, but it feels like forever. I will also back in Pittsburgh. You guys haven't been in Pittsburgh. I've been at Acrisure, it feels like, in over a month. So it's got to be excited to have you guys are there. And also, I'm very excited. The college football slate looks incredible again this weekend. Personally, I want to see Michigan go out to USC and win that football game late, but there's a host of other games. Red River rivalries this weekend. Ohio State, your boys got a tough one at Illinois. Don't know if it's going to be a tough one, but on the road in the Big Ten, you never know. And then Indiana and Oregon too. So a lot of great football, but I'm really excited to see you guys back in Acrisure. I'm sure you got to be happy to be home and getting ready to play in front of the fans again, right?
Happy to be home. Last time we were here, we did not win. And, looking to get that bad taste. I know we were in Ireland, which counts as a home game, but we got to win in Acrisure. And, Mike T always talks about there's nothing mystical about the stadium. It's the players, it's the fans, it's the team that gets it done. So we got to make it come alive.
Yeah, I feel like that place is going to be ready to go. I think they've missed you guys. So go out there and dominate Sunday. Let's see it. Let's start stacking wins and then get ready. How about you guys blow them out if you could, so then you guys can get a little rest because you got a big, quick one Thursday. How about we do that? You cool with that?
Sure, Hayden.
Okay.
Your command. We will get it
It's
done.
Like Madden. It's like Madden, baby. Just true clock and score points. That's all you need, right?
I want everybody to have a chance to listen to our amazing episode and interview with Juan Thornhill, Virginia Cavalier, Super Bowl winner. He told us that plenty of times. Have a listen.
Two time.
Yeah. Have a listen, like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Support for this show comes from Starbucks. The Real Pumpkin Spice Latte is now in season at Starbucks. As a football player, the end of July through August is always challenging. It's the dead of the summer. I've got coaches putting me through drills as we get ready for the upcoming season. It's a part of the game I love, but only one thing gets me through the season, and that's pumpkin spice lattes from Starbucks. That's right, Starbucks pumpkin spice lattes are officially back in the starting lineup. Handcrafted with Starbucks signature espresso, steamed milk, and real pumpkin. Then topped with whipped cream, cinnamon, and nutmeg. I was able to get my hands on a few PSLs. I gotta say, they're pretty awesome. So now that PSLs are back, coffee lovers everywhere can enjoy all the fall moments that happen at Starbucks all season long. Starbucks pumpkin spice latte, get it while it's hot or iced. Welcome back, guys. We got another episode of Not Just Football. It's me, Cam Heyward. It's Hayden Walsh. And today we are joined by Super Bowl winning, I have to say that first, make sure.
Two-time.
Virginia Spina. Oh, two-time.
There's two. You better put two on there.
Two-time. Damn, I'm going to have to see those rings. Juan Thornhill, thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, yeah, no problem, man. I appreciate you having me.
Don't you be trying to act all cool now.
Not, I'm a cool guy, man. I'm pretty chill for the most part. Like, I usually don't even talk a lot. I just chill and,
Well, that's
you know,
surprising because I remember when you were with the Browns, and I feel like you talked a whole lot of mess when you was over there.
man, listen, I'm two different people. I tell people this all the time. When I'm on the field, I'm not one. I don't know who I am. Like, it's just like I'm a whole different beast. But when I'm off the field, I'm just a quiet guy and chill, man. I don't really do too much talking.
All right, so we got the Cleveland Browns this week,
Yeah.
and everybody's going to be asking you, what's your advice? What have you seen? What was your time there like? Inform the fans and everybody what we need to look forward to from you, what we need to expect from the Browns, and how we get after this game.
I mean, just from the Browns in general, like I know what it's like over there. I know what they're telling those guys. It's a divisional game, so this game means a lot more, to them than you think it would. Like if you look at the record, you think they just gonna walk in and lay down, but it's not gonna be like that. Like I know they're gonna bring the energy. They're gonna come in and like want to punch us in the mouth, but I mean, we got to swing first. We can't get hit first. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be very physical, and then with me. I mean, I came from Cleveland, so this one gonna be a little personal. I'm gonna have a little bit more juice. You said that I talk a lot, but you might hear me talk a little bit more this week. It's gonna be fun. Like I'm definitely gonna be that guy that's gonna bring that energy. And hopefully I smash a couple guys out there this week, man.
Go ahead.
I'm curious, Juan. How far back do you go to check on Dillon Gabriel? He's been at multiple stops in college. He's only made one real start in the NFL. How far back on film of him are you going to see what's he about?
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not going that far back. I'm just gonna watch the last game that he played because like what he did in college, they're not gonna use that. Maybe you can watch a little bit of him in the preseason, but that's about it. Like you can't go digging too much because like they're gonna keep the game plan pretty simple. It's obvious. Like he's a rookie quarterback. I mean, he looked like he managed the game pretty well last game, but they're gonna keep it simple and not allow him to lose the game. So what they're gonna do, they're gonna put it into other guys' hands and some guys that are like vets that have been there that have that experience and let them take the load and take a little bit of the load off of him.
Juan, I'm gonna get a little bit petty here.
Oh
You're one of
man.
the few who's had a chance to see both Myles Garrett and TJ Watt.
Oh no!
Man, don't do that to me
Talk
right
about
now,
what you
bro.
see from both and what should we expect on Sunday.
Okay, like just being honest, like I know this game is gonna mean a lot to both of those guys. Cleveland, they gonna say Myles Garrett is the best player in the NFL. Pittsburgh, they're gonna say TJ Watt is the best guy in the NFL. For those guys, this is like I think it's like a little bit of a rivalry going on, like within just them two, not even just Cleveland and Pittsburgh. It's like they both are gonna try to like outperform one another. I'm not gonna lie to you, Miles is a hell of a player. He's a guy that's gonna be tough to stop. Hopefully, our offense guy got the tools there and ready for that. And then same on the other side, TJ is just like a guy you got to stay away from. Like I've never seen a guy like him like at all. It's like he can be doing absolutely nothing and then somehow the ball finds a way to find him. I just wish I had, that type of luck. I'm not gonna say luck because he's a hell of a player, but I wish the ball would just fall in my hand like it does TJ's all the time. I'm just like, how does he? He's always in the right spot at the right time.
So you're just saying TJ's better.
I'm going with TJ. I'm going with TJ. Like me, I'm on the dark side now. Like it would only be wrong if I would have said Miles, it'd be wrong. Like that's my teammate. Like TJ's my teammate, so I'm gonna rock with him every day.
Mm.
Are they more similar, Juan, than people want to believe? Like, are they similar when the way they work and how they go about it?
Off the field stuff, definitely. I feel like they're like some of the most hardworking guys that I've ever seen. They're just very humble too. Like with guys like that, they can get the big head thinking they're like hot stuff, but it's not really like that. Like for being honest, both of them are like very quiet from what I see and what I've only been in Pittsburgh for a year. Well, not even a whole year, but they both seem pretty quiet and like down to earth guys.
Juan, rewinding back to last year,
Hmm.
some people call it the Snow Bowl.
Oh yeah.
Um, take us through, you guys ended up winning, but take us through that game and, the ebbs and flow. I think y'all got a big touchdown late from Jameis. And just watching, because I remember that game, I was like, all right, it's a good game. Late at night, the weather is not a factor, but then it hit like the second quarter on and turned into like the snowiest game possible, and you couldn't even see it on TV.
Yeah.
What was it like for you?
I mean, it was fun. Like with me, like I love those snow games. It's like stuff that you dream of as a kid. When it starts snowing, you always want to go outside and play football. And I remember like being out there, and I was just like, "Yes, it's snowing a little bit. It ain't too bad. We can make this work." And I feel like one series went by, the whole field was covered in snow. You have to change your cleats, find a way to brake. Because I remember there was one time I was like, "Listen, I can't even brake right now. That's how much snow's on the ground." So I backed up like an extra 5 yards just so I didn't have to backpedal. I mean, it was a lot of fun though. Like for me, I was excited. I was happy we got that win. It might be a little different for you. You was probably a little pissed off, but
Was
yeah, it was a
y'all
lot
were
of
doing
fun
snow
though.
angels? Y'all were celebrating
Look,
like it was your Super Bowl.
we didn't have a lot of wins last year, so we had to celebrate the ones we got. So it was a little bit of fun. Getting a win definitely against Pittsburgh, but now hopefully it's the other way around this year. You know.
What was it like having Hard Knocks in Cleveland?
I'm gonna be real. It wasn't like you didn't even notice it. If I'm being real, like maybe the first few days when they were like setting everything up, you see like a lot of people around. Like, all right, they got to get out this room, man. Like they in the way. But then eventually it just gets to the point like it's like very normal. They got the camera set up in every single corner, so like you don't even notice that it's there. We used to make jokes about it. Like we were like, I guarantee you, there's somebody behind that camera listening to us right now. And then we'll like move the camera up and down if you're listening. The camera will start moving up and down like this. So they're watching everything you do at all times throughout the building. Weight room. I think it was some in the weight room, meeting rooms and everything like that. It was a lot of fun though. It was a little different for sure at the beginning, but towards the end it just became like normal.
It was like an episode of Big Brother, or what's the Jim Carrey movie, The Truman Show.
Yeah.
And like you just watch that camera move and you like, shit, like they have eyes on me at all times.
All times.
And you
Like it,
get like I would get so uncomfortable because I'd be like, I really want to say something, but I'm not trying to pop this off right now.
Yeah, like every time I remember there was times where I was like, listen, we gotta have a conversation. Let's go out on the indoor field real quick and have this conversation because there's no cameras out there. So like we're going right in the middle of the indoor field, like, okay, I know they can't hear anything. Let's have this conversation here. But there was a couple times I wanted to say some wild stuff because we were struggling, not wasn't winning. Like I'm pissed off every single day and I just wanted to like go off, but I was like, I can't do this because this will be great content for Hard Knocks, and they might think that one is a little bit crazier after I say the things that I want to say. So that's why I kept that in. I had to definitely take whatever I had to say to the middle of the field and the indoor.
And then early on in your career, you were very fortunate and rightfully so win a couple of Super Bowls. What
Mhm.
was that experience like being part of the Kansas City Chiefs and winning some Super Bowls?
Man, I tell everybody I had like different viewpoints like of that you possibly could see the Super Bowl. I had one where I was a fan pretty much of the game, just sitting in the stands watching the game because my rookie year I tore my ACL, like last regular season game. I playing great, and then all of a sudden it was just taken away from me, so I missed the rest of the playoffs. So I had to watch the Super Bowl my first year in the stands. So I watched it from the fans like viewpoint. I was sick to my stomach, seeing those guys run out the tunnel. Like, man, this is what I dreamed of my whole life, wanting to get on the field and play, but I couldn't just because of that ACL injury. But that just made me like even more hungry, to get back on the field and get back to that Super Bowl. So the next year, I'm like, listen, I'm gonna do everything in my power to get us back there. So we got back to the Super Bowl again. We played against Tampa, and Tom Brady, So we got there. I saw from the losing side, we didn't win that one. So I'm like upset, like, man, I can't like just deal with this and go out like this. So we got to find another way to get back to the Super Bowl. Cause I haven't had the full experience yet of me winning the Super Bowl with me on the field.
Mm.
Um, Then the next year after that, that was my third year. We got to the AFC Championship, lost that game. So I'm like, all right, we got to find a way to get back to the Super Bowl. Like, this is my contract year, fourth year. I was blessed enough to get back to it. So three times, third time's a charm.
Wow.
Got back to the Super Bowl my last year with Kansas City, played against Philly. We were down early in the game. I mean, struggling a little bit, couldn't really get the ball moving. Defense couldn't stop them. It was a back and forth game. And then eventually we came out with the win, my last year in Kansas City. So I got the real experience, seeing the confetti fall, family on the field, winning the Super Bowl with me on the field and making plays. It was just like a different feeling. Kansas City, I would say that organization is a great organization. I would say it's just like Pittsburgh, if I'm being honest. Like the way that everything is just ran over there is great. You go away for camp, stay in the dorms, bonding with your brothers and things like that. I feel like everything about Kansas City is very similar to Pittsburgh.
When you were doing media after you win the Super Bowl, were you crying? Were you giving the speech? Like, were you just reminiscing about every good time you had or every
Uh,
hard time you had?
I feel like I told this story right here that I just now said, like, because like I'm telling you, like I was so determined to win me a Super Bowl on the field that I was just like, I haven't had the real experience of like seeing the confetti fall, and I'm finally here. Like,
Hmm.
and it's true. It's like something I've been dreaming about, and it finally has come true. So like I said, I told that story like multiple times, man, because I saw it from every viewpoint that you possibly could see it from the fans, the losing side, and the winning side. Like a lot of
Hmm.
people, they're not blessed enough to get that opportunity. Like a lot of people ain't never been to a Super Bowl. Or someday we had guys on our team that played 13 years in the league and never even been to the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So just being able to be a part of, three Super Bowls, winning two, losing one is just truly a blessing.
What was before we talk about that championship party?
hmm
What was it like playing against Brady? Even though you guys lost, how tough was it to play against him that year?
So I played against him three times in my career. One time my rookie year, and the crazy thing is I grew up a Patriots fan. So I played him
Wow.
the first time out there in New England. So I'm standing out back there as a rookie looking at him like, oh my gosh, yo, I'm playing against Brady right now. Like I'm literally like backpedaling, like I have to get a pick off of Brady. Like if I pick this ball off, I'm gonna make him sign it. Like I'm just freaking out as a rookie, and I'm just like, I don't remember much about that game if I'm being honest, because I was just like, dude, I'm playing against like a guy I looked up to my whole life. Like this is unbelievable. And then he left to go to Tampa, and we played him. I think the year after that, we played him in the regular season. We beat him there, blew him out. Wasn't even a good game. Like I don't. I think they was just like trying to figure it out. Brady wasn't like truly Brady. I wasn't really impressed with the Brady that I grew up watching. And then we somehow had to play them again in the Super Bowl. And oh my goodness, I don't know, that was like a whole different team. You know what I'm saying? Like they punished us. Like it wasn't even a close game. I'm not gonna sit here and blame it on COVID, that COVID year, but it was everything about that year was like weird. We played Tampa in Tampa. So it was a home game for them. We running out the tunnel and they got their fans taking over the stadium. We getting booed. The energy from us was not there. So I'm just like, it's just something off about this game. Like we went up there the day before the game, just like any ordinary game. Didn't go there for the week. It didn't feel like a Super Bowl. And we got
Mm.
smashed. So
So
um,
I'm just gonna see the title. It's gonna say Juan Thornhill blames COVID for not
Yeah,
winning the Super Bowl.
no, I'm not blaming COVID, but it was a little weird. Trust me, playing Tampa in their stadium was nuts. It was nuts. I can't even lie to you.
And then you move on and you guys win the Super Bowl. What were
Mhm.
those championship party? What was that championship party like?
I'm gonna be honest, man. The party just did not stop. Like I felt like it would never stop. We win a Super Bowl. As soon as you get back to the hotel, they got a party set up for you. You got people performing, like endless amounts of drinks, and you stay up all night. Like you don't go to sleep. You might try to sleep, but you gonna maybe get an hour, maybe two. Then you wake up, fly back to Kansas City, and then like 2 days later, you got the parade. So the parade, I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember much about that parade. If that tells you anything, I don't remember like both of them. Like I don't. First of all, the first one I was off of ACL. Like 2 weeks, I was 2 weeks off of ACL surgery. I was so lit. I walked the whole parade. Walked the whole parade 2 weeks off an ACL surgery. So that should tell you how much fun I had. Um,
Oh,
but yeah, so you party, you do the parade, and then after that, guys get together, they want to do something else. And then we went to freaking Vegas. We partied out there for a couple of nights. It just felt like once you win that Super Bowl, you're the man. Like can't nobody tell you nothing. It's just endless amounts of partying and fun, man.
What was the one celebrity or musical artist that you were surprised to see after?
After the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
uh, I'm gonna be honest, it was too many. Jay-Z. Let's say Jay-Z was right there. Right there.
Mm,
Like could have touched him. Like all types of people. Like any celebrity you can name was there. Like, but that's the
mm.
one I really remember was Jay-Z. He was down there on the field, and I was like, yo, this is really crazy right now. Like a younger one would be freaking out right now about everything that's going on. Being in the Super Bowl, seeing all these celebrities is nuts, man. It's like a dream come true.
Mm.
Juan, I want to go back to you. Obviously, we're in Kansas City. Everyone knows about Mahomes and Kelce. What was it like going up against them and Andy Reid in practice?
It was like I used to tell people this all the time. Like they made the game easy for me. Like you're playing against the best quarterback at the time. Like he was the best quarterback in the league, and then you were playing against the best tight end in the league every single day in practice. So whenever you get to the game, you're just gonna be playing against people that's below that. You know what I'm saying? Like you're never playing anybody that's better than Pat. You're not playing anybody that's better than Kelsey. And then when I first got there, they had freaking Tyreek Hill too.
Mm.
So you ain't gonna play against nobody that's running faster than Tyreek Hill. So I got three guys I'm competing against every single day. That's just gonna make me better. And then like with Coach Reed, his play calls is, I mean, y'all have seen him. It's like he's like in his office just drawing up backyard football routes and concepts and formations, like everything you could possibly name, he has it for you. So you see everything that you possibly can get in a game. So it just made the game so much easier for me. Like, so when I played against anybody else, I feel like I've already seen everything that they possibly could throw at me. I've seen a quarterback that can make everything that's going to look you off one way and throw another. So when I play against these other guys, they've been in the league 2, 3 years. They're going to stare down every single route. So now it allows me to make more plays. So it made it so easy for me.
You say that, you've been playing against some of these quarterbacks for 2, 3 years in, but what do you do when you're playing against a 21-year-old vet in Aaron Rodgers and having a guy like DK Metcalf out there?
I'm gonna be real. I got a story about Aaron Rodgers. So, like I said, I was playing against all these younger guys. Then I was playing against Pat every day. I felt like I was like living on a high. We played against Aaron Rodgers one time. I think it was my rookie year. I'm like, I got the read on everybody. I'm living high. I can stop whoever I want to stop. Played against Aaron Rodgers. I had no hope out there. I look like a rookie. I promise you, I look like if you go back and watch that tape, he was lighting us up. I'm trying to get a read. He looked right. I'm taking off running right, and he throw the ball back left. I'm like. It ain't. I'm like, coach, it's nothing I can do back here. I'm just hopeless. I can't stop anybody. And if you have to face against Aaron Rodgers and a DK Metcalf right now, I would hate to see it. Like for me to be a corner, if I was a corner, I would hate that. Like the connection that those guys have right now is like unbelievable. Like, how do you stop it? Like, for example, let's say you run a go ball. If you low shoulder, he gonna throw it over the top. If you on top, he gonna throw it underneath. Like, how can you stop something like that when you have two guys that have a lot of experience in football, and seen a lot of stuff like that, and a quarterback that can make every single throw?
These new additions are special.
Hmm.
And during training camp, you and another new addition were very tippy, and I loved it.
Yeah.
You and Jonnu Smith.
Hmm.
Explain what was like those battles and y'all going back and forth.
It was none personal, man. Like literally the day after that all happened, we was like, man, we too old to be doing this stuff, man. Like we can't be doing that. But I mean, it was fun though. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, I thrive off of stuff like that in camp. Like I get tired of seeing the same faces every single day, and we just like, hey, what's up, man? Nah, we gonna fight out here. We gonna compete. So what had happened was the first rep, me and him went against each other. I locked him up. I did. Throw away the key. Yeah. John, if you see this, I apologize, bro. But nah, I locked him up first rep. I was talking a little bit of trash, and he was like, he ain't like it. I'm gonna be honest, he ain't like it. The next time we went up against each other, he came off a little aggressive, wasn't even ready for it. He jammed me like boom, and then threw me through. So I'm starting to run to make a play on the ball. I fell down, he catch it, and I think the rep over. Nah, he wanted to take it another step. So he threw the ball at me, and I was like, all right, that's a little disrespectful. We about to fight now. So we got to fighting. And then after that, I'm not gonna lie to you, Jalen. He instigated it a little bit. So he was like, nah, y'all 1-1 right now. So we got to go back at it. So I'm like, shoot, we 1-1. Let's go. Let's run this back. Last rep. I win the rep too. I mean, I win that last rep, and I'm like, all right, he threw that ball at me last time. Let me get a little bit disrespectful this time. So I ran because the ball was way down in the end zone too. Ran down, grabbed the ball, ran back up to him. I slammed the ball in his chest. And then like just was following him around talking trash, and I guess he just got tired of it. And then he mushed me. And after that, we went back at it again. Everybody broke it up. But like I said, literally the next day we was like, man, look, we too old for this, man. We can't be out here trying to fight each other in camp. I was like, but we just competing though. Like we ain't no hard feelings here. We just competing, having fun, man. And I appreciate I appreciate that. That just shows that like he ain't no B word. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know I can really ride for him. He gonna ride for me too. If something go down, I can trust and believe that he gonna be there for me. And I appreciate that. Like, I like that type of energy in camp.
Those guys riding for you. You brought up Jalen. You got Slay. Talk
Mhm.
about those two big dogs and vets in y'all's room.
2 more Super Bowl champions. You know what I'm saying? If you just talk about those two guys, they've seen it, they've done it, made a lot of plays, made a lot of money in this league. You know what I'm saying? They've done a lot. So the only thing I can do is just like, sit back. They played way longer than I have. So I could just sit back and just watch the way they work, watch the way they communicate on the field, and kind of like following in those footsteps, if I'm being completely honest with you. I love having guys around me that has that Super Bowl experience. If you got a bunch of young guys out there, they don't really know what it's like. They don't know what type of communication, work, and dedication is going to take for you to get to that, that top notch, top level of football. But with those guys, they've been there, they've seen it, they've done it, they know how to work. So it just makes my job a lot easier. I don't have to be out there being that, that old head, that real vet that have to take control of everything when you got two more guys out there that's like that have seen a lot of football.
I'm also curious, Juan. You obviously came over in free agency. How has the experience been playing for Mike Tomlin, and has your opinion of him changed since playing for him?
Definitely. I have respect for him before I even got here. I heard nothing but great things about Coach Tomlin. And he's a Virginia guy. So I always I have much love for my Virginia guys. I heard nothing but great things about him. And I have respect for him coming into, before coming to Pittsburgh. And it's just like as soon as I got to Pittsburgh, I just earned so much. Like I have so much more respect for him. It's just like I like the way he go about everything. He's like a true, players coach. Like regardless of the situation, his players come first. Like I like that. I really feel that way about that. Like I've been a part of some coaches. It's just like they really care more about their job than their players. They'll throw their players under the bus before, just to make themselves look better. And I never got that feeling from Coach T. Like, and the thing is, he's just so brutally honest about everything. He's not gonna sugarcoat anything. He's gonna tell you straight like it is. Um, and that's what I love most about him. And it's just like if you got a coach like that, it's just gonna make your players want to play harder for you, and that your players can really trust you as a coach.
Favorite Tomlinism? You got one yet?
Uh, Trying to think if I really got a favorite. He says I can't remember what it is. I'll come back to you if it
Okay.
doesn't come to my mind. I'm just gonna say it randomly. Right
Okay,
now,
that's
I
cool.
don't got one.
That's
Yeah, I
cool.
don't got one.
You brought up Virginia and you being from Virginia,
Hmm.
and you finally ended up with the Virginia Cavaliers. How did the
Hmm.
hell did that happen?
Look, man, I was not highly recruited coming out of high school. So I kind of was forced to go to UVA in a way. So my first offer was actually from the University of Virginia. Um, I remember I had zero offers my junior year. Coach Poindexter, which is basically from my area, was the safeties coach or defensive backs coach at Virginia. He came to a game where I played against a bigger school because my school was small, 1A school, graduating class probably like 80, 90 people or something like that.
Oh wow.
So all the D1 schools, they come by Alta Vista High School, beat the horn, and keep on going, throw up the deuces. Don't even really come in there because there's no talent there. That's what they say. But Coach Poindexter, like being from that area, I guess he had heard my name a little bit, came to a game. He told me straight up like I was gonna stay for one half just to see what you was about. Probably my worst performance on the offensive side, because I used to play quarterback in high school. Worst performance I ever had probably on the offensive side, but my best defensive performance that I probably ever had. So he was there at halftime, um, I had an all right game. We was losing at the time. He was like, I was gonna leave, but I'm gonna stay just to see how you like react if you gonna start losing control, or if you a leader and things like that. We ended up coming out with the win. Had 23 tackles on defense. Crazy safety.
Damn.
That's nuts. I know. So I went up to a Virginia game the next day, and I'm just standing there, as a recruit. I'm just standing there. He looked at me and said, "Come here." I'm like, "You talking to me?" He said, "Yeah, come here." He was like, "Yeah, man, I was at the game last night. I don't know if you saw me." I was like, "Nah, I ain't see you. Trust me." I saw him. I saw it. But yeah, I was like, "Nah, I ain't see you." He was like, "Yeah, I was there. I wanted to see how you like handled everything, man. And I love what I saw." He was like, "As soon as I left the game, I called Coach London and was like, listen, we got to offer this kid from Alta Vista." And I was like, "Man, appreciate it." Like, I'm mind blown because at this time, I'm not sure if I'm going D1 or not. I put up crazy stats, but like I said, like a lot of people from my hometown don't really make it out. So yeah, that's kind of how I got that offer from Virginia. Then I got two more offers from freaking JMU and Liberty. The only reason they offered me is because Virginia offered, and I was kind of like still at home for me. But yeah, that's how I ended up coming to UVA. Didn't have a lot of offers.
Two
Kind of just
questions.
took
Oh,
kind of took that path and just took off and ran with it.
I love that. Two questions for me, and then I'll let Hayden finish with our game. What is your welcome to the NFL moment?
I'm gonna be real. I really don't think I've ever had a welcome to the NFL moment, if I'm being honest.
Not bad or
Like,
good, either
I
or.
mean, the only thing I would say the good was just like one time I got a pick six against the Raiders my rookie year, and all I remember is just running to the end zone, seeing the crowd go crazy. Then this when they had that if you ball, you get the call thing from Deion Sanders.
Mm.
So I got the call from Deion Sanders. I'm like, man, this is unbelievable, man. Like, so you make plays in the NFL, you really that man. Like, I can do whatever I want to do. Like, I would say that's the good side of it. I don't really think I had a true bad welcome to the NFL moment. Maybe, I don't know. It wasn't even my rookie year. I got stiffed on by Najee one time, crazy. I felt like a little boy, but like, it did piss me off because it was in Kansas City on y'all sideline, and that's what made it worse. I get stiffed on, and then everybody like surround me, and I'm just like, God, that was horrible right there. That might have been my welcome to the NFL moment, but other than that, I really ain't had nothing crazy happen.
You gave us the good, you gave us the bad.
Yeah.
Last question, and this is for all of our fans getting ready for this Cleveland Brown game. How
Mhm.
do you stop a Jim Schwartz defense?
I'm gonna be real with you. They got pieces everywhere. I'm not gonna lie to you. They got good corners. They got a good front. What you gotta do, you gotta make sure you get that ball out your hand fast before that boy Myles Garrett get back there. That's what I'm gonna tell you right now, because everybody know he's a problem. He is a problem. You gotta get that ball out your hand. Don't let him get back there, and you can't let them boys get their energy going. Because once they get the dancing and shaking and grooving on the field, that's when they start playing their best football. So what you gotta do is just take the energy out of them right away. Don't allow them to have any energy. And after that, you know their record right now. So if you get up on them quick, they might think it's time to hang it up. So that's what I would say is just get up on them early.
Mm.
All right, Juan, we like to play a game here. It's called This or That. I give you two options. You got to pick one. You ready? All right. Virginia barbecue or Kansas City barbecue?
Kansas City.
Talking trash or letting your play do the talking?
Talking trash.
Greatest Virginia Cavalier, Tiki Barber or Chris Long?
Ooh. I'm going Chris Long. Going Chris Long. Gotta go Chris Long.
Rather room with on the road, Slay or Ramsey?
I, I gotta go Slay. Slay, that is a funny guy. I gotta go
Is
Slay.
that why? Is it because of the comedy? Any other reason why?
I mean, probably the comedy. I like a good laugh, and he just that guy to always make me laugh. So I gotta go with Slay.
All right, last one. Cam gave me this idea. Better pass rusher, TJ Watt or Myles Garrett? I wasn't going to have it on there till Cam brought it up earlier. I'm sorry. I apologize.
TJ Watt.
That's
there you go. Well, I want to say thank you so much to Juan for coming on. It's been a pleasure. Can't wait to watch you this weekend, ball out.
Mhm.
Everybody stay tuned for that game. We got put on a show. But thank you so much, Juan, and we'll see you next time.
All right,
Thanks,
appreciate y'all.
All right, Cam, it's your favorite time of the day, favorite segment of the show. It's Ask Cam Anything. And everyone remember, you can go to all of our socials, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, wherever you find us, YouTube. Ask Cam a question. He is obligated contractually to answer all these questions. You ready to go, Cam?
Shoot.
All right. What's the one play from your career that still replays in your head?
One play from my career that still replays in my head. There's plenty of sacks I've missed that I keep bringing up in my head. I think the
What's
one play
positive play? Don't go negative. Go positive play.
Okay,
I don't think they mentioned missed plays.
Positive play, college. My 80-yard interception against Miami.
Man, that was pretty cool. I mean, so none of the other picks in the league got you on that? Like none of the
Yeah,
the
but I got to show off my athletic ability, and I was scooting on that.
Man,
so that shows, my miles per hour, and everybody can act like I can't run, but
we should check if they can get that. Actually, that would be great. Now, I will say though, at around like the 50, it kind of the miles per hour dips. I think you blew a tire.
It was like a 16-play drive. If I can get you 80, we good. That is.
All right. Next one here. What's the weirdest pregame ritual you've ever seen from a teammate?
Ooh, weirdest pregame ritual. Nobody's really that weird, but I did hear that Byron Leftwich, he would sleep before every game and be like knocked out in the trainer's room, but nothing really stands out to me.
Nothing strange, because sleeping before a game is not that weird to me.
Like, no, not not you sleep at a hotel. I'm talking about sleeping like right before the game starts. Like that's how it crazy.
12:45, he wakes up and just puts on the pads and just goes out there and plays.
Yeah,
that seems a little weirder, but all right. So nothing weird though.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. At Steelers and Dame want to know who are the 10 best Ohio State players currently in the NFL right now. Now, my question is, do we keep you on this list or do we just, you can't be a part of the list?
You gotta take me out of the list.
Okay. You're off the list. So do 10.
These are in no particular order, but
these are in particular order.
Nick Bosa.
10.
Joey Bosa.
9.
No, they're not in order. CJ Stroud.
8.
Jackson and Jigba Smith.
Man, you have him at 7? Wow.
They're not in order.
He'd be a little higher. It seems like he'd be a little higher. But okay, keep going.
Terry McLaurin, he's probably number 1 for me. He's probably number 1. I'm just letting you know. Terry McLaurin.
So you are ranking these. Okay, McLaurin's 1 and Jigba's 7. So go ahead.
I'm gonna have to go. Oh man. Oh, Denzel Ward.
Okay.
Very
6.
good. Denzel Ward. I gotta make sure I get these names right.
Are you about to go looking this up? I will say, to take people behind the camera here, you were so confident you could rattle off Ted so easily. Okay? Like, I mean, I don't even know if I want to help you out.
All right, then I'm just gonna throw Jack Sawyer in there.
Oh my God! What? Come on! This is Ohio State we're talking about.
Yeah, this is Ohio State.
Just start naming receivers. Wilson, Olave. I mean, just to name a few.
I totally blanked. Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. Wow.
There's got to be some other defenders.
Marvin Harrison has a bright future. I think he'll be good. Travion Henderson.
I mean, he's a rookie. Come on.
No, bro, he returned a kickoff return his first play.
I mean, that's fine, but you guys are.
My dog's excited about it.
You have such a good amount of players to choose from that Henderson is not in the top 10.
Oh, Taylor Decker, man.
That's what I'm saying. You don't even get the trenches in there at all.
I know, I did it.
You got the Bosas, but that's it. I mean,
yeah, everybody's Chase Young. Dang, there are so many.
All right, I feel like we're at like 12 right
Winston
now.
Judkins.
Judkins looks good. Now that'll be a tough one this weekend.
Judkins played really well last week, so
yeah, he looked really good. So
props there. I think that's enough.
Yeah, you've named like 12, and you kind of lost count there after you didn't put a Jigba at 7. But we know Terry McLaurin's 1 for you. So, all right, well, whatever that number was, thank you for answering that. And everybody remember, please go to our socials, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, wherever, and ask him anything, and he will answer the questions for you. What?
Well, I was thinking as part of this, I want to do Ask Hayden Anything. And I have a
Great.
question for you.
Go ahead. Ask me the question.
As we approach Halloween, what Halloween movie are you watching?
Movie?
Yeah. You got to have at least one.
Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah. It's a comedy. I'm not big into movies, nor Halloween ones. I think they're kind of dumb.
Okay, I'll change it.
Watch
What's your
the Ed
favorite
Gein
Halloween
story, though.
costume?
That looks like a horror film on Netflix. Ed Gein. I keep walking in on my wife watching it, and I'm like, what the hell are you watching? That shit
What
looks
is it?
terrifying. Is it Ed Gein? I don't know if I'm saying the name correctly. It's Charlie Holm, I think the guy from Sons of Anarchy is playing him. Terrifying. Just if your wife is watching it or your girlfriend or anybody you know is watching it, just steer clear of the room. It's terrifying. It's about a serial killer. It's awful.
Bro, spoilers. I watched Barbarian a couple years ago. Crazy movie. These people, it's like this one guy, he's there at an Airbnb, and then this girl meets up at the same Airbnb, and they didn't know they double booked it. Little did they know, underneath the Airbnb, this like guy was like, it was this guy and his, I guess his mom or whatever was like hiding out in the basement, and they were like, they took them under. It was crazy. But it really freaked me out. I didn't want to get an Airbnb for a while.
I was just saying, how could you get an Airbnb? Just go to a hotel at this point.
Like, I was done after that.
Get out of here. Like, that's terrible. Barbarian. Awful. But yeah, Ed Gein, dude. If you see, it's new on Netflix. I'm sure it's really good, but it's just so graphic and bad.
And this last Ask Hayden Anything question was, what's your favorite Halloween candy?
Honestly, I'm pretty I guess plain as Reese's peanut butter cup is always the go-to and the guaranteed. It's not even, I don't like to play games with the candy. I mean, I like the Hershey's bar, like that, cookies and cream one's good. But I think I would prefer a good Reese's peanut butter cup or a small Butterfingers too. Not bad.
What are you giving up?
Giving out?
Or giving up? Like when you get your Halloween candy, you're like, I don't want this. I want to give
candy
this away.
corn. No shot, no chance. Never eat it. Terrible. Just an awful candy.
Well, I give up all the Butterfingers. I can't stand Butterfingers. I can't stand Almond Joys. And I can't stand, what's the other coconut flavor one? What is the other? Not Almond Joys, but
I don't know. I'm not a huge candy guy, to be honest with you. I try not to buy it.
You're lame.
I know, because if I buy it, I'll eat it like a ridiculous amount. Like Halloween stinks because I have way too much candy left over, and then I eat it all.
Yeah.
I mean, no, and you just steal yours. You just steal your kids' candy. You just steal your kids' candy.
I do steal my kids' candy. There's called a parental tax.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
How does that work?
Is real.
You just get it. You just get their bags and go through and take the best stuff, and then give it back to them.
If I gotta walk with them, I get a treat.
Bro, you are not walking. You are riding the golf cart, or
I did last year. Last year was the first time I rode the golf cart.
No chance in hell you are walking your neighborhood. Your neighborhood's a little hilly. No chance.
First of all, let me talk about my neighborhood. I walk the neighborhood.
Oh, sorry, Pennsylvania, hilly. Shocker. Okay, it's a hilly place. Okay, but yeah, you're rolling around in the golf cart. You ain't. No way.
The golf cart was a step up last year. I might have to do that again, but I have walked the neighborhood plenty of times for Halloween.
Okay.
All right. Well, those are our questions for Ask Hayden Anything. Please give us all your questions for Hayden. We'll make sure they come on the pod, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for Starbucks for their support. There are 3 things that always define the fall: football, cardigans, and Starbucks pumpkin spice lattes. It's time to embrace fall with this seasonal classic pumpkin spice latte. Handcrafted with Starbucks signature espresso, steamed milk, pumpkin, and then topped with whipped cream, cinnamon, and nutmeg. Starbucks pumpkin spice latte. Get it while it's hot or iced.